Hi there, Lloyd Machedo speaking to you from lloydmachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is May 13th, 2018. Time right now is 1:36. Okay, I got this rather strange topic, question, or suggestion that was asked by one of my followers. Lloyd, can you give us some ugly realities to life? Okay, the harsh realities. So I thought this was a thought-provoking topic. So here are 13 ugly realities of life that people normally don't think about or do think about but try to ignore. The first one: life was never meant to be fair. You keep hearing people saying, oh, life is not fair. Oh, look at this. The wrong guy got promoted. I got cheated. I got backstabbed. Newsflash, life was never meant to be fair. So you do whatever it takes to succeed, whatever it takes to get the promotion, get the girl, get the guy, achieve your dreams, hook or by crook, as long as you don't get caught. Remember this, life was never meant to be fair. Point number two is money and power is everything. Here's the thing. You would see, for example, Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian, they made 6 videos, but instead of being put down, they are being worshipped as celebrity stars, porn stars. Just imagine if they were poor, if they were not rich. Do you think people would still respect them for making a sex video? No, they'd say, disgusting, you piece of shit. The more rich you are, the more powerful you are, the more you can get away with everything. Money and power is everything. There's no two ways about it. The more the more contacts you have, the more connections you have, the more money that you have, you can get away with a lot of stuff. Trust me on this. I know you might bring Harvey Weinstein, but Harvey Weinstein got away with a lot of shit for a very long time because he was in power and he had money. It's only when he went too much, too far, too soon, to the extreme everyone got up against him. But even now, I don't think he's suffering. He's still having a good time. So money and power is everything, whether you believe it or not. Number 3 is doing good doesn't equate to good happening to you. You can help a lot of people. You can contribute money to the poor. You can spend time doing charity. One mistake that you make, everyone will crucify you. So it's like a white sheet with a black dot. Everyone will remember the black dot. So even if you do good to others, that doesn't mean good will happen to you. So I'm not saying do bad, but if you're doing good, don't expect good to happen to you. Point number 4. Everyone's talking about the future. We need to study. We need to do this. We need to get an MBA. We need to invest in this. Here's a fact. No one knows the future. Nobody knows for a fact what's going to happen in the future. Everyone's just shooting in the dark. Everyone's talking, giving speculations about cryptocurrencies, about the future, about investment. Nothing goes as per plan. You just have one accident, something happens, you die, the market crashes. Even if you see the housing bubble that took place, all the companies were involved in fraud. All the CEOs got away with, cheating people. It's a fact. It's September 9/11. How did it take place? It was all, it's still a mystery. How did the towers fall down? How did they just fall? It's all a game of money and power. Let me not divert from the topic. Okay, point number 5. The chances of you achieving your dream, okay, whatever your dream is very, 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 very slim. 99.999% of the people will not achieve their dreams, and this is a reality. So, one proof, look at the people who get the Olympic gold. Only one person gets. There are more than 100,000 people who dream of getting the gold, but they don't get. There's only one. There's only one Usain Bolt. There's only one Carl Lewis. There's only one whatever. And they are steroid users. Everyone's a steroid user. You don't have to argue with me on that. That's a fact. If you have not used steroids, you wouldn't know. Okay. Anyway, I've used steroids, by the way, once upon a time, but don't use it. Okay. Next one is point number 6. The chances of you failing are much more greater than the chances of you succeeding. However, people still don't focus on the chances of failing. There's always an optimism bias. That is why people get married. That is why people start a business. That is why people make so many plans. There's always an optimism bias. But the fact is, you will fail much more times than you ever will succeed. And this is ugly reality. Point number 7. Most probably, you'll end up being ordinary. Even the people who have achieved stardom, they achieve and they die out. There's only one, Julia Roberts. There's only one Shah Rukh Khan. There is only one Donald Trump. Rest everyone has peaked, vanished. So, but for you to reach even that peak, it's pretty hard. Check what happened to Mariah Carey, what happened to Christina Aguilera, what happened to Enrique Iglesias, what happened to Snoop Dogg. All these people, they reached the peak and they vanished. Okay, Limp Bizkit, it's trying to get back, it cannot. That is why we The problem with us, we cherry pick. Oh, The Undertaker was a great wrestler. I can also be. There's only one out of billions. So you most probably will end up being ordinary. Point number 8. Even if you helped everyone, on the day that you need help, nobody will be there for you. So always keep this in mind. On a bad day, it's all shit and it'll just rain. So be careful of that. Point number 9, your greatest enemy, your biggest enemy is the one who's closest to you. Because always keep this in mind. Where it hurts the most is when you get stabbed on the back. And who's the one who stabbed you at the back? Is the one you least expected to stab you at the back. So your greatest enemy is the one closest to you. Point number 10, your family can be, and your friends can be one of the biggest reasons for your failure. Remember this, it's your upbringing, it's the people who influence you. That is one of the biggest reasons why I chose to be in a forest away from friends, family, everyone else. And ever since I did that, I've become spectacularly successful, because sometimes family and friends can bring you down. Ask a guy who's married, ask a guy who has children. He will say, it's happiness being with my child and all that. But if you're single, you do a lot more things, take a lot more risks, but now he cannot. So sometimes your family and your friends result in you, having bigger failures or more limitations. Point number 11, marriage is overhyped. It's the beginning of lots of problems, lots of challenges, and lots of complications. You'd only see people spending a lot of money, have a romantic marriage and all that, but then you don't see the divorce, you don't see the problems that they actually go through when they are going through a divorce. Okay, so marriage is the beginning of all problems. It's very monotonous, it's very routine. It's a major challenge, and money is very important in a marriage, I'll tell you that. Point number 12, you see all these books, you see all this education. Knowledge and education is not going to make you rich. That is a fact. Nobody wants to admit this, but this is a fact. Knowledge and education is not going to make you rich. There's hardly any connection to that. Making money is a totally different skill. There are a lot of people who do not have any education but are making a lot more money than you and me, and people who are having even a PhD. And point number 13, in a relationship, any business or personal or whatever, professional, one person will trust the other person more, will love the other person more, will give more, but the other person is just taking that person for a ride. It happens with all the relationships. One person loves the other person more, trusts the person more, gives more, and the other person is taking the other one for a ride. So these are the 13 realities, ugly realities of life. If you liked my points of view, give me a thumbs up. Didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Put your comments. Let me know which one stood out from all the rest. I'd love to hear from you. This is Lloyd from Machedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo in Person Branding. So goodbye for now.